Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Camera by Sierra Leone. Craig here, as always. Always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for joining the Ndamoh Mannah house channel here. It's Tuesday morning, and we got all the fellas out, and we are doing the front veranda tour. Okay, so it's going to work the same way that it did the last time. We've got all the grid, we've got all the lines pulled, so we know what height we're going to. And Cecil's in on the water and in on the concrete mix, as always, to make sure that it is the right consistency to get the best result possible. So I'm walking on the boards this morning. I don't have my safety shoes on, but there you go. Here's what it is. I'm going to have to go put them on. But I wanted to come by so you can see what's happening here. Miss Hulai getting nice and dirty. Don't forget to go over and wash your hands. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's like that. She's even posing. Look at her, she's doing a jig up on it. Nice. Just remember to wash your arms. We were talking about bringing the meatball iron rod right in to the block. We've got them all blocked up. Mr. Tree was in here this morning, as always, blocking all the holes up. Concrete will go right in there, and we'll go over the top of that. So it's pretty secure, and you can see where the stairs are. We've got all the rebar hanging off of there. They still have to come back in and take those off. We'll do that later, maybe after the tour. We'll come back in and zip those off. And yeah, this site is actually becoming quite dangerous nowadays. We have to discourage visitors from walking around the house until it gets less dangerous. Alright, everyone. We have the three master mixers on the concrete. We wouldn't leave it to anybody else. There's John, Capri, Marco is on it. Really good. We always do a perfect job of keeping it slopping up, get it closed, really good. It's going. This is one of the hardest parts of the job right here. But our fellas and our crew always do this job. Because we trust them with the mix. Still have the good padding here to come in. But how about that? There we go. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Ndamoh Mannah house here in the Camera by Sierra Leone, West Africa, and it's Craig here as always. Thought I'd bring you up to speed with where we are. We did the front veranda concreting, and I will show that to you. We'll walk up there in just a second, but I want to show you something back here. Here's the back stairs. That's going to be put on the stairs so they can easily get up and down with all these heavy blocks and everything up to the house to bring them around. We do have blocks staged right on the other side of the wall over there, but we don't have them staged on this side. So they're going to have to bring them up here and place them on top of the veranda. and they need to really have a reasonable set of stairs. So we're going to put the stairs on the back veranda there first, and then we will attempt to put them on the front. There are matching staircases, and they'll be identical, so once they do one, we'll just take the wood and transfer it to the front for the form to be able to do the other one. So it's going to beat stepping up and down on this thing. I mean, this thing is okay to get up and down temporarily, but, you know, lifting heavy block and, you know, it's just a safety issue. I don't like it, and we're going to, we have to put the staircases on anyway, so we might as well do it, even though we want to see windows and doors on this house. It's just what it is. Okay, so here it is. So I did a pretty good job here, leaving my 3.5 inches there. Okay, so we got an inch on the bricks that are going to rise from there off this base. So that leaves us 2.5 inches, and then there's another 1.5 inches of flooring. So 5/8 on the subfloor, and then another 5/8 on the permanent floor that's going to be in the house. So that gives us another 1.5 inches, which gives us a 4-inch step into the house. So that is what we wanted. We have this veranda at the correct height, which is great. They got it nice and level. They got all kinds of lines pulled out here. They followed it right to the T. Had a lot of guys out here. We had 9 plus our regular crew of 7 guys, so we had 16 people on it, plus myself. But you know, we got up here at 8:30 this morning, and they had been at work since 6 o'clock this morning. It was dark when they came here, and they started shoring up all these holes that you see in the backs of all these, so that the concrete actually didn't fall. So Capri was, you know, he's a hard worker. You know, we're gonna have to give some of these guys a bonus here, somewhere along the line, and because they work really hard, they get up early, they never complain, and they do a really good job. And a master mixer on the concrete. So he mixed pretty much most of this concrete, not by himself, but you know, he gets most of the credit because he's pretty good, along with John and Marco. So there you go. I started bringing up the pace with where we are on that, and we did a really good job. We had a stray rock sitting there, but that one will actually come right off if you just knock it off. And yeah, so you see this light area, this darker area here compared to the light area here. It was a bit low around near the door, and you know, I could probably fix that lowness with brick, but you know, why have to fix something? You know, they're already here. All I did was ask them to put a mortar mix together with no stones or anything. It's just straight mortar and sand, and they just dumped it on there and straightened it out to the line, and gave me a nice flat surface to be able to deal with the brick when it comes. Okay, so remember, we've got a 3/8 of an inch rise on the brick. Sorry, so the water will actually flow off of the verandas, and so basically the step into the house would be about 3.5 inches, somewhere around there, 3.5, 3 5/8, something like that. But as long as it's a step in, I didn't want it right level, like almost like the back. Okay, so the back is like really high. It's only about it's not even but an inch and a half down. This one up front here is 3.5 inches down, so that will give us that nice step in. So that's about it. We're going to be coming over to the septic tank tomorrow, the toilet area right down there, and we're going to be putting the block up. And once we get to 6 high, we'll come in and do the belt just the way this is here. It's a solid concrete belt that goes right around the middle. And once we do that, we'll go up to the top. We'll come back in and fill the rebar in the corners and the 2 pillars in the middle, and then we'll put the top on it. So we need to get that done sooner rather than later, just because it's the rainy season, and you know, the water comes here pretty hard. It hasn't come hard yet, but it's going to. And when it does, it's easy to collapse walls and something like that. And it's just easier just to do it now. As bad as we want to see windows and doors in this house, we have to get those things just because of the general nature of where we are. So we have to be patient and diligent, and that's what we're going to do. And there's the front stairs that we're talking about. Okay, so once we get the toilet area done, whatever, we'll come back in, do the back stairs, and then come and fix the front stairs in. All right, so same way, it's going to be going down and out and down and out. So it's a nice open thing. It's about an 11-inch pad step on it and a 7-inch rise. So it's a nice comfortable step up, okay, and you have plenty of space for your footing. So we don't want to make the pads too short. Never looks good when it will look better longer than shorter, okay, and be more functional and more comfortable to step up and down into this house. So that's what we're going to do, and I've got the little rebar in on both of these by eye, as long as at least one of them is there to attach it to the concrete on the veranda here. So we almost forgot them, and I came back in just before it started setting and actually tapped them in with a hammer and placed concrete around. So that was a good save on my part. I'm trying not to forget things, but we got there in the end. But this looks pretty good, and that's about all I've got for you today. So for all of us here at Ndamoh Mannah, it's always great to have you, and we'll see you in another video real soon. See ya. Bye.